Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A handoff to Barkley, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
49 the mic, 149. You can't block me. You can't block me. Report.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Desmond King now to return it. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a
pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He goes full extension, and he's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hey, middle. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 30 yards there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's time to learn it. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sideline. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick up the first with Pickler, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Chargers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pick.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that...
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, 75 yards. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
Extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go play action with Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Nick Vigil. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Brings up second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. Brings up 3rd down.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
49-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it'll bring up third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Herbert's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, Eckler, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Clark on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Open man is Duvernay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jackson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Steps away to his left. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's Eckler again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 31. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8-up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now.
And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 75 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
Herbert's pass.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 67 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Michael Badgley lining up for the
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And they don't get the reception, incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
On the give, this is Eckler. Got some room at the 30. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 36 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.